rules in this game. Keep your nappy ass hair done. Do your motherfucking sit-ups. And whenever you lay on your back, make sure your paper is stacked. And with all that said and done, Diamond Princess, take this shit to another level.
Hey guys, this is my high school advice video. So if you're a freshman, sophomore, or junior, listen up because I am going to help you from making the mistakes that me and others have made in high school. All of this advice will help you in the long run. And let's start with grades because if your GPA tanks, baby, it is game over. Okay guys, so starting with the grades, one of the questions that I personally put in there myself because I don't think nobody asked this question, and also I don't think nobody really understands. But the question is it worth taking honors, AP, and dual enrollment classes, and what is the difference? The first answer to the question, is it worth it? Yes. If you are somebody who wants a really big GPA boost, taking either or of these classes will help you. Honors classes don't really help you much in college, but taking an AP class, if you pass the AP exam, you get a college credit. Mainly you get a college credit depending on what college you go on. Some of them don't accept them, but most colleges do accept AP exam credits. And also taking dual enrollment classes will sustain you from having to take those like required college classes like English, math, science, history that you still have to like take in high school, but you can do it as dual enrollment. An honors class it's really at the baby level. This one is worth half a credit, and this is the class that you would take usually before an AP class. Personally, our school switched the name from honors to pre-AP. For that is that the reason you take this class right before you take AP class. It preps you for taking an AP class because most people who take some type of honors class want to go into the AP class next. And then next you have, I'd put dual enrollment. If we're going by credits, a dual enrollment class is worth 1 credit. Personally, me, that's what I liked doing in high school. I liked the dual enrollment classes, which helped me to not even be able to go to school this year. I only have 1 class, and it's an online math dual enrollment class, so I don't even have to attend high school for my senior year. And I started taking dual enrollment classes my sophomore year. That's when you could take them. Technically, you could take them the summer before sophomore year. I never took summer dual enrollment classes. I have had friends that have, and they passed them. So since a dual enrollment class is technically a college class, or not technically, it is a college class, people tend to think that it's just going to be really harder. Personally, the AP class, the 2 AP classes that I took, well, actually AP Gov wasn't hard, but the AP math class that I took was harder than any college class that I've ever taken. And I've taken in-person classes and online, and I've never gotten below a B. So I definitely recommend taking dual enrollment classes. If you want to be where I'm at, senior year, not having to go to school, take 2 history classes your sophomore year. Your junior year, take 2 English classes, and then 1 science. And then I also took a health dual enrollment class, but that was free. That was at the University of Montevallo, and they were just calling people parents, asking them if they want to take that class, and my grandma just said yes, didn't even ask me. So okay, now to AP classes. Personally, I've only taken 2 far as other people who's been taking AP classes since they could. I would say that it's hard. Like, I don't know what other way to put it. Like, an AP class is hard. It's meant to be hard. It is the hardest classes that you can take in high school. It's worth 1.5 credits. So another reason why it's worth so many credits is because the class is actually hard. You're going to actually have to apply yourself in this class. But if you have a really good teacher that first of all, as long as teachers like being teachers, that is okay with me, because y'all got teachers out here that really don't even want to be teachers, and that's why these kids be failing. But as long as your AP teacher is 1, good at what they do, 2, love what they do, 3, help you to not even understand what you're doing, but understand why you're doing it, and that's it. That's all you need to pass an AP exam. Personally, I didn't take my AP pre-cal exam, but I did take my AP Gov, and I got a 3. So I don't know. You should try it if it's something that you're interested in. Next question is, are grades really as important as teachers make them seem? And this also goes with one that I got on my Instagram that says freshman year is important. Freshman year really matters, and that is very true. Yes, grades are as important as teachers make them seem. Yes, freshman year matters, and that's because if you plan on going to college, they don't care what you did in middle school. They really don't. It's all about high school, and I think it's mainly because of the difference between middle school and high school, because you get to high school and when it comes to like getting in trouble and stuff, you hear, oh, they're not gonna let that fly, they're not gonna let that fly, when in real life they really do. But when it comes to grades, that is something that you are genuinely not going to be able, like, that's hard to recover from, especially if you just slack and lack your whole entire freshman year. It's okay, hear me when I say this, it is okay to have a bad grade, because personally my freshman year, and that was the only time in high school, there were 2 classes that I genuinely just did not like, and it wasn't because of the teachers or anything, it was the topics, it was the subject. It's biology. It was biology. I'm not even gonna lie. I could not, like, y'all, biology is not my cup of tea. It's not. I hated it. I still hate it. But grades are definitely important. And that also goes to say, it's okay to not understand the material, but try your best to ask questions so you can learn it later, especially when you have like midterms or end of the year tests. The topic that you're struggling with will 9 times out of 10 pop up again, and you don't want to still be struggling with it. That also goes to say, turn in your work on time. And honestly, I said this in my sophomore year advice video, guys. I don't care how you get your work done. If you do it, if you pay your friend to do it, if you pay somebody random to do it, I'm not saying cheat, I'm not saying go use ChatGPT, go do this, go do that, but get it done. Get somebody to do it and turn it in. Having a 0 in the grade book is so much worse than just having a bad grade on something. Having a 0, it doesn't even mean you failed. It just means that that's just incomplete, and that's not something that you want to have on your report card. Okay, the next question that I have is, what's the best way to study for standardized tests in high school? That is another one that I put on there as well, because y'all, please study for the ACT and the SAT. Most people don't really care for taking SAT where I'm from, but I personally did take it. I didn't make a good score, but if you ask me, the SAT questions are way easier than ACT questions. The testing is way easier. The time limit is way shorter. I recommend taking the SAT and taking that multiple times. I'm not going to take it again just because I got a pretty okay score on my ACT. But when it comes to practicing and learning how to actually take the test, do it at home. Watch YouTube videos, especially when it comes to ACT and you're struggling in a specific section. Personally, for me, y'all, it is always English. Like, I always thought that it would be my math and science. Y'all, my math and science have been my highest scores yet every single time. But it's the English. Like, that's also the one with the most questions. That one have 75 questions, and I think that will be doing it for me. And also, like, you really be thinking you be right, but there are tips and tricks to how to know which one is the right answer when it comes to, first of all, any of them, but specifically the English one. That is something that I recommend watching YouTube videos on. It will help you, and the strategies genuinely do help you on when it comes to test day. And also, I think that it's good to take practice exams. It's also good to take your ACT once before we actually have to take it at our school. Personally, we take ours in March. I took mine in February at a nearby school, and I did it with the no writing, but I also recommend doing it with writing, because when we take it at our school in March, they do make you do writing, and I think the score is like a 1 out of 12 or like a 0 out of 12, and I got an 8. And I didn't even try. Like, the writing was actually really easy for me. So I recommend taking over writing. It will help boost your score up a great amount if you are a good writer. Okay, guys, so grades, yes, they are very important, but high school isn't just about homework and taking tests. You need to learn about social life, because social life can make these 4 years either very miserable or very amazing. One of the advice tips I got from Instagram is to stay away from people who aren't benefiting you, or more so that everybody just isn't your friend. This is very true. I genuinely think that in high school, you're going to lose a lot of friends. Personally, me, I've been losing friends for a lot of years, but in high school, like, you just see so many different people fall out. And it's really crazy because you really thought these people were your friends. You really thought you were going to be friends with them for forever. But I think the best way to pick out the people that you know aren't benefiting you, or to know that if somebody isn't your friend, one, if you have anything going on for yourself, like let's say you do hair and nails, you do anything, or you got a new job, or you got a new car, or you just got your Sheen package, baby, any type of thing that is going on in your life that makes you happy, somebody else around you is trying to tear you down about it. Not even tear you down, just simply won't even support you, won't even congratulate you. That right there should be the first sign of somebody who does not benefit your life, because they don't even care to celebrate your winnings with you. And that is not a friend. That's not somebody you want to hang around. That is not somebody that I would want to hang around. Another way to know if somebody isn't your friend or isn't benefiting you is the only reason that bad things, not the only, but one of the main reason bad things are happening to you is when you're with them. Please, 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 please take it as a sign, because it is one. Like, seriously, I don't know how many times me and the same group of people have got caught up doing the same thing, and then you take a step back and you're looking like, maybe you don't need to be friends with these group of people. Like if you're always with, let's even say it's just one person, if you're always with this one person, every time y'all go somewhere they're like, oh my god, well, I gotta fight this girl because of this, I gotta fight her because of this, I gotta da 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 da. Please. And you gotta also fight because your friend done pissed that girl off real bad. Now all her friends wanna jump and it's 2 y'all against 6 bitches. That is not okay. That's not normal. Not for every event, okay? And like, that might happen, but every single social event y'all go to, that should not be happening. Which also brings me to my next question: how to avoid drama in high school. 1, first of all, sometimes you can't avoid it. 2, I'm gonna keep this real short, cut and sweet. Beat their ass. Like, I don't know, like, I just feel like after a certain extent, people are not gonna keep fucking with you, keep antagonizing you. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons that a lot of people fight in high school, is because yes, they be beefing with somebody, but the beef only gets so serious when people like to troll and antagonize. And some people not with that trolling shit. Some people want to throw hands for fucking real, and y'all be playing, and some people are really not right upstairs, and okay, they just gonna fuck you up. So if you that person that like to troll people, first of all, stop, or learn how to pick and choose your fucking battles. Do not go messing with the girl that you know has a bad fucking attitude. You know she's gonna want to beat your ass and then you want to run to the office. No, that's not how life works. You're not gonna make it in life thinking that, okay? Seriously, you use our brains. And if you're on the other side of that, if you are somebody with a really bad attitude, and you know people like to fuck with you just to fuck with you, I want to say pick and choose your battles, but it's really hard to do that when somebody's bothering you. So I say just weigh it out. Think about things that you've actually gotten really mad over, or something that same exact person has done to you, and if you really got mad when they did, weigh it out. If it's outweighing other thing, then I just say react. Like, I don't know, me personally, look, if you are bothering me, I'm not gonna let that go. Like, baby, if you don't leave me alone, I'm finna, you feel me? You think you just gonna kiki ha ha laugh it away? No, because baby, now I'm really irritated. I just try to pick and choose my battles. And then also look at the person you talking to. If you know this person either can't fight, won't fight, don't fight, or honestly you just look better than them, fuck them. Shit, like, don't even fucking worry about that dusty ass raggedy asshole. Like, it really ain't nothing to it, for real. Next. Okay, next question: is it worth dating in high school? Also goes with something I got on Instagram that says boys can wait. Now, honestly, if you're the type of person, because there are these type of people out there, if you're the type of person that feels like you need a companion, you always have to have a boyfriend then or a girlfriend, then I think yes, it's okay to date in high school. It is worth it for you just to not feel lonely, but don't think y'all going somewhere with it. Like, don't think that you're gonna actually get married, because you're not. So go into it with fun, y'all. Like, just have fun with it, hang out, do what y'all want to do. Like, Go here, go there, do all the little cutesy stuff, do all the little TikToks. You can say you love them if you do, but like, don't think that this is your soulmate. Yes, it is going to break your heart, but two, it's going to fracture your whole mindset on relationships. And in high school, that's just so unnecessary to do. You're too young for that. And I personally, I have had that type of mindset where I think that I'm actually going to be with this boy forever, but I never let it fracture my mindset on relationships. Like, I never actually got like left with a nigga and then I thought, oh my god, I'm never dating nobody again, this is my last relationship, I hate love. I don't look, that's never been me. But if that is you, if you think you the type of person to think that after you and that boy break up, just don't even do it. And if you aren't that type of person, if you're the type of person who's contemplating it, like you like somebody but you don't really know if you want to be with them, I think I would go with the boys can wait comment, because they can. It's high school. Like, let's be serious. Most of the people that you want to talk to, they either don't talk to half the school, they talk to half your friend group, or they probably like boys. No tea, no shade. But in this generation, that's how we be. So boys can wait. And then in high school, you just want to have fun anyways. Personally, I like being free, because what you mean you can't go outside shaking ass on top of cars because you got a nigga? Baby, you are not my cup of tea, okay? Especially if he's controlling like that in high school, baby. Your teeth ain't even fully grown yet, and he worried about you outside with the game. No, don't, like, they're worth it to a certain extent, okay? That's my take on relationships in high school. Next question is, what should you do if you start drifting away from old friends? I also added this question. I added this question because I don't think people know the difference between falling out with somebody and you drifting away from a friend. Because yes, you lose friends in high school, but it's not always going to be a big ass fallout. And honestly, it might not even be a fallout. It might just be a disagreement and y'all both just decide, hey, I'm done being friends with you and I'm done being friends with you. But then on the other hand, y'all might, or not even y'all, but you personally, you might start to feel yourself drifting away from this friend, whether you're drifting away or they're drifting away from you. I take it from my mistake. Don't try to force it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to just don't do it. Don't even act on it either. Like, you don't have to be like, hey, I just feel like me and you shouldn't be friends no more because I feel like this, that. Just let it be. Just let the earth do what it's doing. Let it separate y'all. Whether that be y'all just stop calling and texting when y'all are at school. Y'all don't even find each other at lunch no more. Just let it happen. Let it play out how it's going to play out, because that's also the best way to keep from actually falling out with your friend. But if you know you and that friend, or not even you and a friend, you and a nigga, if you know y'all not done for real, please keep the drama, keep the theatrics to a minimum, because we don't want it. We don't care. Okay, and my last question for social life will be, how do you know if a friend group is right for you? I think the best way to answer this question is, you know, a friend group is right for you when you don't have to force it. When you don't have to force your laughter, when you don't have to force the funny moments, when you don't have to force the communication, force the going out. Like if somebody's constantly leaving you out in a friend group and you are constantly having to ask, oh, well, where are y'all going? They're like, oh, well, we all made plans to go to such and such. You're like, well, I didn't see that in the group chat. They're like, yeah, well, we talked about it at school, but they didn't let you know. Those are not your friends. You're having to force an actual relationship with them. You also know that a friend group is right for you when they're your type of people. Like, everybody is their own type of person. And there is somebody out here for everybody. That does not just go to say with relationships, for friendships too. Like, you've been friends with different people, you figure out that y'all don't really click like that. They don't really mix or vibe with your energy. I promise that is somebody in high school that will. I promise. There are so many different types of people in the world. You just have to find your type of people. Now, here's the thing. You can have the best grades, a really good social life, a really good friendship, a really good relationship. But if you don't have confidence, High school will literally eat you alive. So let's talk about how to actually feel good about yourself. Do not change yourself because of other people. You should never in your life have to change yourself to fit other person's needs. And that also goes to say, don't ever in your life bend your own morals or personal beliefs for somebody else. That is a big no-no, and that is how you lose yourself. I think the main reason that people end up changing themselves to fit other people's needs or fit other people's comforts is because they're being judged, or they feel like they're being judged, or not even judged. They could just feel like they're being overlooked and they want to be seen. If somebody does not see you for who you really are, then baby, first of all, they have impaired vision. Second of all, your greatness is not meant for them to see. Everybody around you is not going to see your potential. That is something that God can only give insight on to other people. He's not going to give it to everybody because everybody doesn't deserve you. Everybody doesn't deserve to actually know you for who you are. So if you have ever in life changed yourself for somebody else, that is literally God telling you that that person was not good enough for you. And it doesn't have to be in a bad way. That just wasn't somebody who was meant to be in your life. Another thing I got on Instagram was mental health matters. And the question that could go with that is to how to prioritize your mental health. One, take mental health days. And if you're the type of person who your parent don't let you stay at home, baby, act like you sick. Personally, I was allowed to say like I need a mental health day and I just need a day. And I didn't take a lot. I don't know how everybody mental work, but it wasn't like I was taking one every month. I probably took one like once every semester, maybe 2 for one single semester. But take mental health days. You do not need to be at school every single day that we have school, okay? So another way to also prioritize your mental health, think about what it is that's messing it up. If you're not changing something, then you're choosing it. There's no either or. You need to think of ways to either one, get rid of it, and if it's not something or someone that you can get rid of, you need to create boundaries. And that's something that has helped me a lot in this world, is creating boundaries with people. Like, hey, this is something you did, I don't like that. Understand that that's the type of person you are. When it's coming to me or when you're around me, don't. It's just not something that I'm comfortable with. It's something that bothers me. It's something that makes me feel some type of way. And another thing is to also voice that. Don't let, especially if it is someone, don't sit there and continuously let them do something that is messing with your train of thought, that is messing with your comfort levels. Let them know. Voice, it's not even an opinion. Just voice how you feel, and whether they receive it or they don't receive it, take it with a grain of salt and move on and move accordingly and just play your role. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Gonna let the light shine on me. You find your identity and what you're passionate about in high school, and that is to try different things. Try not even different things, try everything. Try literally everything. When you're a kid, that's the best time to do it, because one, it's not gonna look as weird whether you were actually an adult trying a different look. One day you look like this, next day you look like that. Everybody's gonna be like, who, what, why? Are they going through a midlife crisis and you ain't even in midlife yet? That's what's gonna look like when you grown. But try everything that you want to try, and not only pick the type of, I don't know, like not necessarily style, but whatever it is that you're thinking about, you need to figure it out. Even if it's a career, don't just pick what feels best for you. Look at the people around you, even your parents, your family, your friends. Let them tell you their opinions about how they think this career or this new look looks on you. Not that it matters, but so that you can see it from the outside world. You can see with people around you and people that you probably don't even know. They probably have the same thoughts that your family and friends have. So try it out, see if you like it. If you don't like it, try something new. And that's one of the best things about style, baby. You can always switch it up. And same thing with careers. As long as you didn't go get a degree for it, you can always switch it up. Even if you did get a degree, there are like so many jobs in this world for things that you could be. Just branch out there for real. And last but not least, how do you stay confident when comparing yourself to others? I am only going to say this once. Don't compare yourself to others. It's unnecessary. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's life is on a different time limit. Everybody's life is on a different path. And there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Those are my tips for surviving and actually enjoying high school. If you have more questions, drop them in the comment box or you can DM me. But that will be all for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And yeah, love y'all. I just ended the video, but one last tip. Make sure the whole time you're in high school, please cherish it. Because if you ask me, yes, as a senior, it does feel like you were just a freshman, genuinely. Even though like school be feeling like so long, it be so dreadful. You like, dang, I do not want to go to school today. Like, y'all, it really does go by fast. So cherish it, cherish every moment, even the bad ones, because those are the ones that make you, and they do not have to break you, seriously. But now that is actually the end of today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and if you do have any more questions for me, please drop them down in the comments below.